Hey, how's everybody doing? I'm taking my dog for another walk. He's over there. Likes to eat the grass. It's that time of year, right? Lots of grass coming up and he likes to eat it. So here I am. I've got a couple of weeks before my surgery on my knee to repair what they did when they did my first surgery. Is that the way things are? But today, is Monday, the 13th of May, 2024. And a little bit's on my mind, a lot is on my mind actually. And what I want to talk about a little bit is the prayer that we have. And one of the first things a lesson that I was given to understand about was humility. When I was kind of shocked. I really was thinking, okay, humility. What is humility? What does it mean to you? Is it to be submissive? Is it to be humble? How do you be humble? I mean, that's just not exactly like me, but as I started learning more about it, and I started learning about the Pentecost, which is coming up, and I started applying all these lessons that I was learning about what happened in my epiphany that happened, and it was definitely, I was searching for answers, and I was very active in the church, and I was just searching for these answers and I wasn't getting them. And so in order to get the right answers, I had to turn to God. I had to turn to His new covenant where God says, I will be your teacher and no man will teach a man again. That God will teach us. I just didn't understand that. I started applying exactly. I mean, I can't get this out of my head. I just got to tell you, it's just every day I think about what happened to me in that moment, almost around 30 years ago now. And I was searching and searching for answers, and I couldn't find it in a book. I couldn't find it from anything except through prayer. I just really believed, I had faith that God was going to help me understand about what happened at that moment. Well, what happened was that, being humble, turning myself into a prayer warrior, and keeping that up for hours, asking God to help me understand the truth about the Bible, the truth about my faith, and to help me teach others. And I always remember I was prayed for hours, and the next morning when I woke up, this one word, this one phrase was God is love, God is love. It just kept repeating, and you've heard me say I just searched and searched. I went to books. I researched everything I could find on God is love, and I couldn't find much, in the Christian bookstores. So I just prayed more and more for that, and the rush was just kept up, and everything I knew became different. And it was that humility in me at the time where I could not find the answer. Someone that I always would research. I'd research and research and research, and it wouldn't come to me. And then finally it did. And just the fact that through all my prayers, God answered my prayers. God shook me and changed my soul. That moment, I've never been the same, and I think about that event every time. So me becoming humble a pretty smart guy, you know, always praying a lot, always listening to my inner voice, always knowing that I was going to get an answer, trusting that answer, trusting whoever it was that was giving me that inner voice, repeating those words until I just I needed help, and God was the only answer. God was my only answer. I truly had such faith in that moment when God was going to answer me and give me what I wanted to know. I wanted that. I wanted that connection. I longed for it so much leading up to that moment. And after that moment, it was just like it was unreal what was going on. So, here I am walking around my driveway, beautiful land that God put me in here. These dogwoods are growing, beautiful life. It just happened once a year, these bloom. They're beautiful, look at back there. I go, that was kind of like what happened to me. Boom, all of a sudden, the flowers started growing within my soul, started blooming. My faith became stronger. I got the answers. I just kept praying after that. And I have never stopped praying. And I'm ever so grateful for that moment, even though it turned my life upside down. And I followed that for a while. I didn't grasp onto the spiritualism of the churches. I didn't grasp onto the Unitarian church. I didn't grasp onto any of that. I kind of went on my own path. And but I never stopped praying. I never stopped laying my hands on people. I never stopped trusting in God. My faith was so strong at that time. But I just want to let you know, just always keep praying. Always, no matter what, pray. No matter what you are feeling, how low you are, how down you are, how sick you are. Just remember, this body is here for a short time. We're just children. We are just learning how to walk. This is our first birth when we become a human, created as a soul, become a human, and then our second birth is your soul, awakening of your soul. And then your third birth would be the time when we enter the kingdom. So hallelujah for that. I love you all. This is a short message, but I just want to tell you, humble yourself before the Lord. Seek the Lord our God for every answer that you want in your life, for everything. Be patient for that answer to come, and it will come. And sometimes you got to be careful what you ask for, because it could turn your life upside down, but in a better way. In a better way. Because right now, this earth is going through changes, and that's what we're dealing with right now. The earth, the changes, the transformation within us, the transformation of this planet, the transformations of the other planets in our solar system. Even our sun is changing. Just this last weekend, we had a lot of activity on our sun that drove the Aurora Borealis very low, all the way down to Puerto Rico, which has only happened once that they have knowledge of. And it was just everybody saying how beautiful. It is beautiful. God created this beautiful planet. But I love you, and I wish I could talk more right now. But I gotta go catch up with my dog. He's digging. You know, we're all digging. We're all digging for something. Dig for that one-on-one with God. Dig for that atonement with God. Pray for that earnestly. Be humble and know that you cannot find it. In all the books, you will not be able to find the answer that you're looking for. So you pray It's the greatest search engine, and you pray and be patient, and you will find your answers. God bless you all. Goodbye.